Hey guys, what's going on? I'm Levashin, and in today's video I'm gonna share with you how can you become more confident with clients and how it can help you to close more of them even if you're just starting out. A little disclaimer before we start: I am a commercial photographer. I work with companies and brands, and all the information you'll get in this video is coming from my experience working in that niche. But with that being said, the things we are going to talk about today are relevant to every photographer independent of the niche you are working in. So if you do photography for a living or you're planning to do photography for a living, the first thing that you need to acknowledge and realize that you are a salesman. You need to acknowledge, understand, and embrace the fact that we need to sell ourselves. A part of being a great photographer, we need to know how to market ourselves, we need to know how to communicate properly with clients, and we need to know the business of photography. And for me, confidence is one of the fundamental things you need to have in order to start growing as a photography business. Now, it doesn't mean that you need to have a lot of confidence, but you do need to have a little bit of confidence, because it's very rarely when big clients do close deals with inconfident people. And this is the truth, because clients who pay $5,000 or $10,000 for projects do want to feel some level of confidence before they invest such big amounts of money. So you have to make them feel confident, and you have to show some level of confidence in order to close those clients. Now, we have all been there. The first sale calls are terrifying. Your voice is shaky, your stomach is hurt, you stutter a lot, and it's totally okay to feel this way when you're just starting out. I remember that in my first 2 years, I was stuck in this strange and weird situation where I wanted and needed more clients, but whenever a new client will come up, I was always so afraid to call this client because I felt so inconfident. So actually, I was stuck between my dreams of building a photography business and between my fears, and I knew I just had to solve this one out. So how do you become more confident, and what are the steps that I took in order to become fearless regarding clients? So my first advice to you, and it's really crucial for your success, is to treat every client as a friend that came to ask for help. Now, I know that most of you out there have these thoughts that you're taking someone's money and that you're selling something to someone, and you just need to get rid of those thoughts and feelings. So if someone calls you because he needs new photos for his website, just say, "That's great, I can help you with that. That's exactly what I do. I do photos for websites." And just think of yourself as of someone who helps someone else to achieve something they want. Now, in the moment that you will switch your mindset from selling to helping, you see how all of your pressure goes away and you'll feel much more confident. Because instead of selling, all you'll be doing is just helping. Step number 2, you don't need to know everything, and no one's expecting you to know everything. And whenever a client asks you a question that you don't know the answer to, you always can say something like, "I don't know, I need to check it," or "let me to get back to you on this one later today." And it is so much better to say "I don't know" rather to say something stupid that you will regret later. So whenever you don't have the answers, don't stress out, and just remember that no one expects you to know every little detail about everything. Keep calm and just get back to the client later. Tip number 3, know your price, and whenever you don't, use price bracketing. Knowing your price is so important because it gives you the opportunity to be present in the conversation with the client. And it gives you the mental freedom to speak about what's really important with the client without keeping the thought of how much do I charge in the back of your head. And then when the client will ask you how much do you charge, giving a straightforward answer will make you look much more confident than if you were starting to calculate on the spot. Now, if you don't know your price, or your price is changing drastically in between clients, then you can always use price bracketing, which is essentially giving a price range instead of giving one fixed price. And moreover, sometimes price bracketing is much more better than giving a fixed price, because it reveals the budget of your client. Because when the client will hear your price range, he will need to either to accept it or either to decline it. And that will give you more leverage over the client and give you more confidence. Tip number 4, always be the one who asks the questions. Remember that whoever asks the most questions is the one in control and is the one who leads the conversation. Asking deep questions will provide you valuable information about the state of your client and his needs. For example, you can ask your client why do they need new photos, and their answer might be is because we're launching a new website soon. Or you can ask why did you decide to do photos right now? And their answer might be because we're launching the website next week and we have to get the photos done. So asking high value questions first of all give you leverage, because for instance in this case you know that you might charge more because they need the work done by the next week and they don't have the time to search for another photographer. And asking questions like this first of all make you memorable to the client, and second of all puts you in the position of someone who knows what he does and project confidence to the client. So in order to get more confidence in being control over the conversation, be the one who leads the conversation and ask more questions. So let's recap the 4 things you need to do in order to become more confident. Number 1, stop selling your clients and treat them like your friends and just try to help them. Number 2, remember that you don't need to have all the answers. Number 3, always know your price, and in case you don't, always use price bracketing. Number 4, ask high value questions to be in control. So one last thing I want to say to you before we wrap up this video is that you need to remember that everything is a process. Nothing happens overnight and you need to practice a lot of sales calls until you feel really confident in what you're saying and how you're acting and interacting with clients. And after you will have enough conversations with clients and you will master the skills that we've talked about today, I promise you that you will start enjoying talking with clients and your confidence level will get better and better from time to time. Another thing that you can do if you don't have enough opportunities to talk with clients is that you can simulate some sales calls with friends or maybe with friends that have businesses, and in that way you'll practice your skills. So that's it for today, guys. If you're into learning more about the business of photography, subscribe to my channel where I upload weekly videos just about that. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.